Yo, people, welcome back to Pick of the Weeks. It's your boy, the WARMAN. We're going to get into this crazy, controversial engine to Lamont Roach vs Isaac Cruz. Can't lie, it was a good fight, though, a good scrap. But yeah, we're going to get into this one, and I want to break it down for you guys. Tell you guys, sorry, the problem about boxing these days with these decisions and all this stuff. But yeah, before I start, guys, make sure stay to the end as well. We need to break this down. We're going to go through the Twitter streets. I'm going to break down the hypocrisy, but also don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and all that for the daily boxing content. Dropping every day combat sports content as well. Different fight vlogs, all of that. Anyway, but yeah, man, Lamont Roach vs Isaac Cruz. Yeah, no, I just want to say shout out to both guys because at the end of the day, both guys, they came on smoke. I'm not gonna lie, yeah, they both come to have a scrap. It was a good scrap. I'm not gonna lie, it was a good scrap. And you know, shout out to both fighters. You know, you always want to see the fighters get compensated. But personally, yeah, I mean, for me, the one man should have had his hand raised and it didn't happen. So we need to get into this. What's going on with boxing these days? Lamont Roach, 2 draws in a row. I felt sorry for him at the end, man. And they were he just said, I just want a fair shake, and we'll see if I can get that.
You never give me a fair shake. HBO needs to fire you. You don't know shit about boxing.
Give him a fair shake. But yeah, no, he did definitely. I don't think he got a fair shake. But I want to get into like how people saw this fight. Then we'll go on Twitter and then break down more of the kind of the hypocrisy, what I'm talking about in the game. But yeah, like people, I don't know, man. Like how the narratives are now. People are trying to say it was a draw. You know, if Isaac Cruz fans are trying to say it was a draw, like they're not even trying to say he won. So that already tells you one thing. That already tells you he was getting his ass whooped for half the fight. So, like, if you're a highlight watcher, you're gonna see a big punch in round 2 or something that knocked Roach down. There was it, or he just like knocked him off balance. His hand touched the floor. Fair enough. Good shot. I knew Cruz had more power. Yeah, I knew he had the power, but I understood what Roach was talking about. He wanted to stand there and fight. Do you know what I mean? It was kind of to his own detriment. I'm going to get into why, but you know what I mean? I think with certain fighters, if people see Cruz, it's like, because people already know Cruz can be outboxed. If you're sitting there standing with him and you're landing some partial shots on the inside and Roach is just firing back, this guy is firing back from 3 pieces. I said this, he outfought him on the inside, outside, and the mid range. He was better everywhere in this fight. Just because Cruz has heavier hands and he was landing here and there with big shots doesn't mean much, you know what I mean? It just means he was landing more. It's like people, I don't know what they're doing with the boxing now. Are you scoring it punches landed, or are you just scoring it he's heavy handed? Because it should be, you know what I mean? So one guy's clearly landing more. The damage is crazy significant. Like he's smashing Roach all over the place, and Roach is getting swollen up and he's getting rocked everywhere. It wasn't like that. Do you know what I mean? It was more Roach is out fighting him on the inside and going backwards as well. The check hook for Roach was there all night. Isaac Cruz has some good left hooks to the body, and you know what I mean. They're both loading up on left hooks the whole fight, like exchanging left hooks. But most of the time, Roach was landing his, and Cruz wasn't landing his. Do you know what I mean? But then Cruz did land a nice big one. Round 2, round 1 to 3. It's like people are trying to. This is the narrative people are trying to say. Roach won round 1 to 3. He just won all the early rounds just because. Basically, if there's a competitive round, they just give it to Cruz. Sorry. Yeah, so the narrative is Cruz won all the early rounds. So because it's competitive, they just give it to Cruz. Obviously, you got the knockdown round 2. Obviously, I'll give him that round. I'm not going mad with that. Like, Roll's done his thing round 2, whatever. Knockdown. But I didn't give him every single round of the early rounds. I'd probably give Cruz 2 of them rounds. But in a fight like this, where someone's dangerous inside fighter and Roach is this skilled fighter, yeah, trying to catch and shoot on the inside. At the start of the fight, those are the rounds that are going to be close. You get it. Those are the rounds that you're going to be trying to adjust to this guy's pressure and everything. That's why he got caught early. But even that, Cruz doesn't just automatically win. I gave him 2 of them rounds, and they were close rounds. So he's won 2 of the early 3. He's got the knockdown. Fair enough. I swear, from round 4, Cruz was just getting his ass whooped basically. Inside, he's standing there. These guys are giving Lamont Roach no credit. He's catching shots and firing back with 3 pieces on the inside, and they're just commentators just ignoring it, glazing Cruz. Do you know what I mean? It's very frustrating to watch. And then at the end of it, I could not believe that they'd give it as a draw. And then yeah, the other narrative thing is because everyone's trying to say yeah, Roach in the middle of the fight he took over, so like and everyone can see that because when it's flipping clear as hell because Cruz is on his back foot boxing, jumping around like he's a boxer, like he's Ali or something. Yeah, that's how you know Cruz was buffed halfway through the fight. But I get the game plan Roach was doing, and it's just a shame that he wasn't credited for it because he fought Cruz at his own game and even stopped Cruz from coming forward. Like usually Cruz, they say yeah he's tough on the inside and then he kind of loses steam. But usually at least he's coming forward the whole fight. This guy started moving back. Roach was that much on smoke, trying to make the fight exciting that Cruz started boxing around. And then this guy is cheeky, tried to say that I showed I can box as well because it's that was not boxing Cruz. He's a legend now. They're both G's though, just having a good scrap. But yeah, and then even the last 2 rounds, I don't know what middle rounds. Maybe one of the middle rounds, Cruz just had a good little flurry or whatever here and there. But still, that's another. Like basically, when Cruz gets around, I'm telling you, the round's actually close because they're dead. It's what the fans are like. Everyone's, you know what I mean? They're on the Cruz, or they're expecting Cruz to get outboxed because they've seen him get outboxed, or they're just Cruz fans. And if he does anything, they just give it to you. That's what used to happen to a lot of skilled fighters nowadays. They want you to lose, or do you know what I mean? If you stand there for a bit, they just automatically see you're losing now because you're standing. Do you know what I mean? Or you're not landing the clear hard shots. No, you just lose it. But Roach, he was always putting in the work. And then middle rounds, the late rounds, 11 and 12, people say Roach didn't finish strong enough. Bro, they just literally. I think people are looking at Cruz, and when he lands a heavy shot, they're forgetting everything Roach has done up to that point. Like round 12, I think was it 11? I think round 11 was probably the weaker round from Roach in 11 and 12 because he started having a little trade-off with Cruz and it looked a bit bad because he was getting hit with big shots in the last 30 seconds. But up until that point, he was outboxing Cruz. He was landing more shots the whole round. So if you're giving Cruz the whole round from a little flurry at the end of 11, that's what they keep trying to do. They just, give that to Cruz. Do you know what I mean? There's a bit of politics here, isn't it? Roach has been unlucky to fight in 2 of PBC's biggest stars back-to-back. And getting draws. If you're getting draws with big stars, that means you're beating their ass, and they're like, "Oh, we can't rob him because it's too bait. Let's make it a draw. Hopefully rematch." You get it? If he actually lost these fights, do you know what I mean? They would have definitely just given some wide scorecards. They would have exaggerated the loss. You get it? That's what they do. If Tank beats you by a bit, they'll just give him a few extra rounds. If Cruz actually wins or it's a close fight, they'll just give Cruz a few extra rounds. The fact they're trying to milk it and give Cruz extra rounds and it's still just a draw because he even got a point deduction. Cruz was fighting a bit dirty though. He was. I see that. Listen, they could have took 2 points. There was a lot of low blows, a lot of hugging inside as well. Even inside. This is how you know Roach was out fighting him in the inside. A lot of these rounds. Watch how they're fighting on the inside. Cruz would be the one to clinch on the inside. So Roach is catch, firing back, very fit, and Cruz would just one big shot, hug. Do you know what I mean? He was just stopping the work. But you know what I mean? If certain fighters do that, everyone gets onto them. Other fighters, they get away with it. But yeah, man. But that's my thing, man. Even with the point deduction, for Cruz to win this, you'd have to give him 7 rounds or 6 rounds. Like, what 6 rounds did Cruz win, bro? He ran 2 of the early 3. He didn't ring 11 and 12. That's his cap, man. Like, they just say this because Cruz is getting whooped the whole point up from round 4, and they see him do something in 11 and 12, just come back a bit. It's the last 2, and they just give him the whole round. But Roach was there the whole round fighting. Roach wins the start of both of those rounds, and then they have a little bit of trading on the inside. Like, it was, do you know what I mean? And Roach is countering, big left hook duck, over duck. Cruz is just swinging at his body, like, do you know what I mean? I suppose it's what you like, but personally, man, I wasn't being biased. That Cruz won 4 rounds max, man. He didn't win no 6 rounds, so I don't know how it was a draw, but yeah. Let's go to Twitter anyway. Let's see what some of the people are saying, and yeah, we'll get into some of the, hypocrisy and the reasons. People act like they like certain fighters or they want certain fighters to do stuff, but they do it, and unfortunately, they don't get compensated. So yeah, let's go. This is a good tweet here. This is exactly my thoughts when I saw this. This says, people are quick to shit on defensive-minded fighters and performances, but when a guy like Lamont Roach shows grit, fighting in the pocket and outlands his opponent, he's penalised for it. Shit is pretty annoying to see. Exactly, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like, what is the point? That's what I was getting to as well. Even like these fights, they say people are boring. They watch the Lara fight, they're calling Lara boring. To me, I don't know what these people, maybe they don't even like boxing. I generally did not find that Lara fight boring. Obviously, it wasn't the most exciting thing ever. I'm not going to cap it, say it was the craziest fight. But that was some good boxing. You know what I'm saying, and I understand what Lara was doing, and he dropped him a few times. Like, people just saying stuff like boxing fan nowadays is like I think everyone's attention spans is going a bit retarded. They're just watching stuff to see some crazy stuff. You're not always going to see that in boxing. The guy's 42 years old, Lara, outboxing some crazy guy at 34 knockouts. Something like that, probably a padded record, but do you know what I mean? We need to be a bit realistic. He dropped the guy round 1 and in round 12, and he was outboxing him the whole time. It wasn't that boring? Do you know what I mean? Maybe because you don't know the people, it was a bit boring, but like with that fight, cool, it was boring, but you all could see Lara's using the movement, counter-punching, clinching, and just making it clear that he's outlanding the done, so no one can say anything. So that's the benefits of having a clean performance. Oh, you're boring. But you save your flipping chin, you're not getting damaged, and then you clearly get the win. Then you got Roach here fighting for his life for the fans, staying in the pocket. Because Roach could, I'm telling you now, Roach could outbox Cruz, bro, but not outside and clinch him. If he wanted to come and do that, he would do that, and everyone said it was boring. And they'll just cry, like, oh, even when, what's his name, outboxed Cruz, people are still trying to chat shit about him. Like, he just outboxed him, bro. He used his length and range. But I don't know, man. Like, yeah, it's a bit sad that people don't get compensated when they, yeah. And people saying that's why Shakur got the best style, in my opinion. Boxing is hit and don't get hit. And they say they want entertainment at the cost of losing or being robbed. And then to be thrown to the back of prelims if you're a brother. Exactly. Certain fighters, you can't be doing this, bro. It's unfair. If you're not a cash cow, bro, you better be boxing properly. And then Rematch uploaded Cruz. Yeah, this made me laugh because I was thinking, this is what I was thinking as well after the fight. I was like, and you lot called Devin Haney boring, but you know what I'm saying? If he did it to Devin Haney then, that fight, no one would be talking about it. He wouldn't be getting no draw robberies. Do you know what I mean? Hey, let's see what Bill Haney had to say.
Last night, Lamont Senior, Junior, Cruz, great fight. Don't hang your heads even a little bit, because it was a great fight. Senior, Junior, now you box at an elite level when you doing your thing. So let's get back to the rematch and box his ears off. Do the Devin Haney, huh? Do the Devin Haney, huh? And don't make it close.
Exactly. Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think it was that close, but do you know the perspective? You're in a flipping stadium for the Cruz fans. Anything Cruz does, the whole fan's going to cheer. That's what a lot of people saying. But a lot of boxers said Cruz. Bro, anything Cruz does in that whole stadium, they're just going to shout to get it. So even when you're in the crowd, it's baffing you. You're just seeing, doof, Cruz probably got a bit of doof in his punches. If it's blocked, it's going, ah. Do you know what I mean? Lamont Roach comes out with a three-piece. And I'm saying the crowd's pretending nothing happened. Especially if you're if you're not the heavy-handed fighter, trying to do the inside shit and then get the decision and get credit against the cash cow. Like, I can't lie. The only fault I give to Roach is just for actually thinking, bro, did you think he's going to get away with that? Like, they weren't giving you this, bro. Do you know what I mean? They were going to take, you know what I'm saying? They were not letting you run away with this one like that. To beat this guy, PBC, all of that, you just had to cleanest boxing performance ever. That's the only way you're going to do it. But yeah, more people pointing out the hypocrisy here. He's landing more jabs, more power punches, more everything. It just, you know what I'm saying, just loses. More jabs, more power punches. Yeah, it's a draw. Lamont Roach getting done dirty. Facts. Roach beats two of PBC's biggest ticket sellers. Exactly. If you don't see why the draw here, I don't know what to tell you. Facts. It's business, bro. PBC smart as hell. He not finna get a rematch with Tango Pitbull. Facts. Yeah, Croatia Shields here saying, I got to rewatch the fight. I think Reaper Roach used the wrong game plan against Pitbull. Cruz did what he always does. He's a loaded bomb. He looked great. He looked really good though. I'm going to rewatch it. Yeah, you need to rewatch some of these ones because I don't know, like people like me, I can watch it once and actually see what's happening. Other people, they get gassed by a crowd and stupid shit and big punches, but like, it's not about power punches. It's about, do you know what I mean? He's landing more, or it should be, isn't it? I'll get power punches, but if you're not damaging man like that, then it's like, calm down. Roach got a beard. Pitbull said people didn't realise that he could box. Is that nigga you can't? That shit was terrible. Yeah, he was not boxing. He started moving back. Yeah, this is the knockdown. It's good shit from Cruz though. Not lie, it's a good douche. Hey. Hey. Yeah, it's a good shot. Good shot. But the thing is, people are over exaggerating the knockdown as well. Like, you think, bro, he ate that shot. His legs were wobbled, it was more balance. But it was a heavy shot. I don't care, Lamont Roach beat Javante and Pitbull, facts. He said he's broke his hand in the 5th round as well. And maybe that's right. That's the only reason even the last 2 rounds looked a bit better. His hands were probably just hurting from them last rounds because he's trying to stand there and smash, man. You get it? And for what? To get robbed, yeah. Listen, next time he fights, if he ever gets a rematch with Cruz, I know he's going to do the Shakur Devin Haney. He's not doing this bullshit. What's the point? Do you know what I mean? Roach said he's broke his hand during a Pitbull fight, yeah. At the San Antonio airport, I ran into Lamont Roach. The disappointment in his face was painful to know you fought great in the 2 biggest fights of your life and walk away both times with a draw. His right arm wrapped up, says he broke his hand in the 5th round. Damn. So from the 5th round, he's whooping my man's ass, but you're a broken hand. This is a joke. Pitbull's lost him. This is when Pitbull was frustrated though, don't get interested. He was frustrated, bro. He was getting his ass kicked his ass. Joker. Oof. So this guy say, man, no one did what Roach did to Pitbull tonight. Made that man stop coming forward relentlessly, backing him up. Exactly. He backed Pitbull up. That small centre massed on. That's why I'm a bit annoyed as well. What Roach did is not even easy. Like, okay, everyone can outbox Roach. The way outbox Cruz, sorry, but the way Roach fought him, he outfought him in the inside and made him start backing up, just from the work rate and the inside and the counter punching and the sharpness. Like, if you think Cruz is just tucks his chin so well and is just tight, it's like a little rocket. Like he's so compact, isn't he? He's cold, but to make someone like that move back, it's not even, that takes skill, man. And Lamont Roach done all that stuff to make the fight, fighting for the fans, fighting for this, and everyone just say, he didn't do anything, he learned 11 and 12. This is why you just box, bro. I'm telling you. That's why Floyd was right. The less you get hit, the longer you last, and you can make it clear as well, bro. That's why Bill Haney saying, do the Devin Haney. All these guys talking about, oh, he's boring, That's how I know, man. Their boxing IQ is not, I'm saying, I understand this. That's why Floyd, if that first Maidana fight, he was inside, he said, yeah, cool, rematched him, just moved. Outboxed him completely, made it bait because people were just, do you know what I mean? They would love talking rubbish. But, yeah. Made that man stop coming for relentlessly backing up and second guessing himself. Another damn draw, bro. Lamont won. They didn't like Roach because of what he did to Tank. I hate boxing.
All right, here we go.
Facts.
This is early on.
The counter punching is dirty.
Roach lands, at that medium range right there. But
Good shot from Cruz.
This was a back and forth fight.
Boom, boom.
I thought with Cruz.
Oh, round 3. He got drops. But yeah.
Kind of edging out the rounds. Now, there's that left hook again, which was scored both night, but then again, Roach was landing his left hook all night. That was that counter hook. He was
Roach was that counter hook all night, bro.
So that was working for him. And then he got clipped with a nice right hand there. Roach did.
Low blow.
Right hand. He's got him low there. Now that was a low blow. See that left hook right there?
Boom. I think that's why he was spamming the left hook for the last few rounds.
But then he shot.
Yeah, man. But yeah, no, they did Roach dirty, bro. I'm telling you. But yeah, and they just make sure they show the best Cruz highlights. Anything Cruz does, they will show it, bro. Like, you lot need to understand about the brainwashing of these channels. It's Bro, I've seen fights where they're just pretending one guy's not doing anything. There's a narrative in it. But yeah, this is Roach talking about his post-fight interview.
Man, I hope very.
He said his hand broke in the 5th round. But yeah, let's see what he had to say about the performance in the fight.
Man, I hope everybody in here enjoyed it. Oh yeah. Honestly, you know, obviously I proved that I'll fight anyone. Again, this is not my natural weight, and I moved up again and fought a tough competitor and Isaac Cruz, but 2 times in a row, it's crazy. I can't fight my opponent and fight the judges. It's something we got to do about it. It's something we got to do about it. I think I won, and I think I definitely outboxed them. All I need is an even playing field. That's all. I'm gonna come out there and show my skills. I'm gonna show my grit, my will, everything else. And not to mention, I think I broke my hand in like the 5th round or something like that. So,
If we have questions.
So, hey. They need
You
to
never give me a fair shake. HBO need to fire you. You don't know shit about boxing.
give him a fair shake, bro.
You ain't shit.
Give him a fair shake. Oh my days. Handbreaker. This is what his head's because this is his breaker. Pitbull's head is made of steel. Oh, Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach suffered hand injuries against him. Crazy. It's judo. Boxing is doing Lamont dirty. He won his last 2 fights, got a draw in both. That's not sure boxer has been more screwed in over in a single year than Lamont Roach. He beat Gervonta Davis and beat Isaac Cruz. True boxing fans know this man had one of the best years in the sport. Yeah, this picture comedy. Keep seeing that Cruz took over rounds 11 and 12. It's not true. Trust me. Roach was combined 30 of 82. Cruz was combined 27 of 88. 30%. Facts, bro. And they think 1 or 2 good shots run around. Exactly. Bro, that's the great old boxing, bro. That's the great old boxing. Yeah, like basically with Cruz, they see the big shot and they just think, oh, he's won the round. They'll just see one heavy stuff. Yeah, I mean, they're missing all this swinging wild shit. You get it? But, hey, boxing. Beautiful boxing from Roach. But yeah, man, he just didn't get the credit. Nope. Lamont Roach not winning a single scorecard in either of the Tank or the Pitbull fights is crazy. Like I could, and even if I'm a bit wrong or I'm biased to a style and I see it one way in certain fighters like aggressive see it one, and a real thing, certain judges will see it one way and certain judges will see it the other way. The fact that every judge sees it a draw or the cash cow wins, you just know it's BS, bro. But no one saw Roach outboxing Cruz. Shush, man. Come on. Come out of here. Roach shows his hand in the hospital. Thank you to everybody who came out and messed with me. Witness a legendary night. I love you. Love y'all.
Yeah, both of my motherfucking hands.
Oh shit, you got both of his hands.
Come on, Mo. Stop the fucking noise. We need to start a motherfucking movement or something, Slim. They must got it out for me in boxing or something. I'll be right back. You hear me? Yeah, both of them.
But you know what though? If I was Roach, I'd grift this. I'd just be like, I'd have to do the sympathy grift because you need some publicity or something. You can't just be getting the draws and then your name disappears into nothing. You get it? They just want you to draw and be quiet about it. Nah, it's true. Start a revolution. Start waffling about it. Start going on about it. Oh, I draw the Tank. You have to milk it, bro. The boxing game's relentless. They're going to try to rob you. Got to milk the draws. Rematch him, outbox him, clinch him 3 times around. Don't have it, bro. Bro, I didn't see one clinch from Roach. It's a G. Ooh. See? This is what they saw. And gave Cruz the whole round. Yeah, I think this is round 11 or something. But, yeah, round 11. Oof. Some big shots. But this is last 10 seconds. So you get it. And, bro. Ooh. So Cruz, yeah. Look at Cruz. All the big shots you see in it because Cruz, obviously, he's got heavy hands. But they're actually like Roach and he's swinging back. So let's say Cruz in that little flurry there Cruz landed 5 more shots. The rest of the round, Roach is outboxing him up into that. Bro, watch the fight again. He's getting outboxed, and Cruz said, then Roach said, fuck it, this is a stand here. Yeah, but they don't care about jabs or nothing, or check hooks, 15 check hooks around. They're saying, yeah, Cruz lost, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Good fight. Isaac Cruz gives his thoughts as to why. Wait, is this one? It says, yeah, gives his thought why. Isaac Cruz gives his thoughts as to why Gervonta Davis didn't rematch himself or Lamont Roach Jr. He says, we're the only ones that pushed Gervonta Davis up until the very end. The reason why he didn't give either of us a rematch. Fair enough. Fair enough. Makes sense. I think this is funny, but it's also nice to see these guys chill because at the end of the day, Cruz ain't robbing you, innit? Cruz ain't doing the bullshit scorecards. It's these judges and the. Yeah, I mean, Cruz is just a guy scrapping in it, so you can't really take it. Listen, I've been robbed before as well. Can't really take it out of the opponent. He's not the judge unless he's just trying shit. But yeah, let's see what they're saying here about sticking his tongue out.
I think he was frustrated.
Dice que cree que está frustrado y que por eso le sacaste la lengua.
Le dimos una probadita de su propio chocolate.
Oh no, we just gave you a taste of your own medicine. Thank you, Lamont. Last 2 questions.
It's a run.
Yeah,
I'm done. Yeah, I like how they're shaking hands and laughing. It's gentleman behave. Parliamentary procedure, trust me. You know, these one of G's. We'll see what they Roach clear victory 2 consecutive fights.
All right,
Let's see what Rolly's saying.
Think won tonight, Pitbull or Roach?
I thought Roach won, but I do believe it deserves an immediate rematch, and it was a really good fight.
Mm-hmm. What was it that you thought Roach did to pull it out? What made you think he should have got that nod?
I mean, he was the one pushing him back at the end, you know, for the most part. I mean, push back. And he also landed a clean punch. I mean, didn't he land like a lot more punches cleanly?
Yeah, on CompuBox, yeah.
Yeah, so he landed a better shot and a way better shots. A really good fight regardless. It deserves an immediate rematch.
Did you think Roach was forced to start too soon, or was that a miscalculation on his end, or did Cruz just make him have to fight his fight early, you know?
I mean, I felt like Roach kind of fought his fight. I felt like Roach kind of did what he wanted to do. So.
Yeah, what do you think of a rematch with Pitbull at 47? How different do you think that goes now that you feel comfortable at welterweight?
I ain't thinking about any of that stuff right now.
Yeah. Who would you favor in a rematch?
It makes me laugh. So.
Pitbull and Roach.
At 147?
No. It's between them two.
No, I know. I was like, wait, just the way you asked it. I mean, like I said, whoever God wants to win.
Yeah. You thought this was one of the best fights of the year?
Yeah, it was a very good fight.
No, it was a good script. And judges, not that well about Rod's won that, trust me, man. Yeah. It's all love. Just.
It's some bullshit, man. I don't know what I gotta do. I don't know, but we're gonna go back to the drawing board. I don't accept this at all. I clearly thought I won a close fight, and I'm tired of this shit.
That's
It's
peak.
some bullshit, man. I don't know what I gotta do.
So he's tired of this shit. He's sort of. So it's Jordan, so you gotta win, bro. They're taking the piss. Nah, you won it, bro. You won it. Wait. I really thought I was these men are trolling. But I mean, a lot of people, they don't watch boxing, man. They just come and watch the highlights. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no, this guy, quite interesting conversation actually. I was talking to him, All Peace Boxing. I'm just thinking about the Roach Cruz fight. I've noticed Roach does a better job at staying in the fight and keeping it competitive than he does at separating himself in the fight, showing levels. Roach is skilled, but needs to be rewarded. But if he's to be rewarded a fight, he has to do a better job at closing fights and really punctuating his performances. Do you think Roach did enough in that fight to earn a victory instead of his second consecutive draw? Do you all think he did enough in the Tank fight and Roach fight and just being done dirty. No, the experts help me out, but exactly, it's people like this, like they're a bit like, I've seen this man live. I've seen people amateur boxing, someone just completely gets outboxed, and then they say, "Oh, the other guy won," and the crowd's like a bunch of brainwashed bots. It's like they, just because people get decisions and shit, or it says it's a robbery or it's called, it don't mean that's what actually happened, bro. Like you have to actually watch it with your own brain and understand what you're watching. Some man, I don't know, they don't really get it in it. But this is another reason. And then these same people say Lara's boring because he'll clearly just make sure he wins. You can't have it both ways, but do you know what I mean, man? Lamont Roach has been done dirty, bro. He outlands people. He's skillful inside, outside. He won both fights. People say he's not mad at it being a draw, fair enough. Even people saying if it's a draw, cool, but the fact that judges are saying Cruz won and then 2 draws, is just like, you know, it's just set up. And I said, no, he outlanded Cruz on the inside and outside. He just gets done dirty, fighting cash cows that people see. If there's any face because Tank and Cruz winning, the judges would have given it to them. It's just favoritism. Do you know what I'm saying? And yeah, he said, I don't know if I agree with that. I really wanted Lamont to win that fight. I don't even like Pitbull. I would have loved to see Lamont emerge victorious. Problem he didn't clearly separate himself. What does that even mean, bro? You can't clearly see him landing 5 punches. Do you get it? He clearly separated himself to me. But I don't know. The last 2 rounds, it's not like, it's big punches at the end, and then you just remember the big. I don't know, if people ain't been watching boxing that long, then you're just gonna see big punches and go, oh. And even CompuBox, when people bring up CompuBox, I don't need to see CompuBox numbers, bro. I can see you landing more punches. Like, these people can't even tell when CompuBox is just chatting shit. Sometimes CompuBox comes out and it's just fake. It's like, what? When did he land all of them punches? Sometimes CompuBox makes shit up as well. So I just watched the fight. I know who's outlanding who per round. And I know when, okay, this guy's dropped off this round. Yeah, 11 and 12 for closer than the other rounds because Roach was just beating my man's ass. Like, Roach is pushing Cruz back. What's Cruz doing on the back foot? He can't throw a jab with nothing in the back foot. He was losing every round. He just comes to the back foot a bit more. And Cruz probably goes to more countering with one hand because his hand's hurt. And then everyone says he gets into a little tussle at the end just because he's a dog. And then they just say he's lost the round. It's like, but so we're just watching the last bit of the round. Like, Cruz won the 10-second scuffle of round 11 and 12. That's it. He didn't win the round, bro. That's what I'm trying to say. But yeah. What can you do, man? What can you do? Last little bit here. A dog. Unfortunately, as much as the boxing industry world at large claims they like fighters like this, we see the outcomes reflect different. Lamont Roach should be celebrating 2 wins over 2 bigger stars around the 135 to 147 pound division. It's true. Like, I mean, like, I'm telling you now, Roach, I think he's smart enough to understand, cool, they don't want to give me shit, I'm going to be boring. Then, like, you lot, I'm saying, it's the last time I've done this for what? Do you know what I mean? If I'm going to get robbed, let me get robbed nicely. At least I'll come out, I'm fresh and my hands are nice when I get a robbery draw or whatever. Do you know what I'm saying? It's the point of standing there and trying to be fan ready. He probably enjoys fighting like that. He's just a guy like that. He's a dog. I rate it, but sometimes you do have to do that shit as well. You have to have that in your bag. Sometimes if you've never done that and you get a thing and someone rocks you and you have to dig back and get the fight back, maybe you can't do it if you're always G-boxing. So fair enough, he shows some skills, but every fight does not. You don't need to be doing that, especially when he does another way. So I agree with certain things that Bill Haney was saying, stuff like that, man. But yeah, guys, let me know. Am I just waffling and Cruz just... Did Cruz get robbed? Is Cruz the one that was just duffing the whole fight and was landing bangers, and Cruz is the one that should have got the victory? Maybe Isaac Cruz got robbed. But yeah, let me hear your comments below. What do you think? Was it actually a draw, or do you think Lamont Roach got done dirty again, or maybe even Cruz got done dirty? But yeah, that's it for me anyway on this one. And yeah, basically, to sum it up, that's the problem with boxing today. They say they like the fighters, the action-packed fighters, but when certain fighters fight how you want, then you just say, oh, he shouldn't have got hit in the last 2 rounds. So he lost. You get it? So it's a draw. He didn't separate himself. But we know how to separate yourself. Defense. That's how you separate yourself, guys. But anyway, yeah, that's it for the video, guys. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all of that. Peace out.